fat controller stood on the platform. On the horizon, a colossal engine emerged from the setting sun.
Good evening. You're the replacement goods engine, I presume?
That is correct, sir. The regular diesel derailed in the yard. Wasn't keeping a proper lookout, but you know how self-importance gets in the way of some engines.
Indeed I do. What is your name?
Dudley, sir. A pleasure to traverse your rails.
Very good, Dudley. Please proceed to the sheds. You'll be in good company with my engines.
Thank you for your hospitality, sir. I wish you a pleasant evening. Then the yardmaster said to the shunter, right? He said the wagons were on the east side of the yard. Little bugger ran like a jackrabbit.
I miss the antics of the yard shunters of the eastern region.
Oh, you've all been such wonderful company. Oh, pity my stay is but a temporary one. You're blessed to have a controller who realizes your value. My days are numbered on the other railway.
Oh, a grim inevitability.
Inevitable? My tender. We could change that.
Oh, I could never impose such a thing.
Besides, the fat controller's just purchased Oliver and... Ah, here's our other new acquisition now.
Hello, I'm Bear. Lovely to meet you.
Mutual, I'm sure.
Will you be staying long, or
I say, rumor has it, one of you recently rescued 2 failed diesels.
Oh, that was me. You see, we had 2 new diesels on trial. One of them...
He gave me the coal buffer too. Living on the other railway likely hasn't painted us diesels in the best light.
Hey, I'm gonna take it to heart, Bear. Again, I needed time to come round. You'll find you a good sort.
I hope.
It was a pleasure to make your acquaintances. If our paths never cross again, I wish you nothing but smooth runnings.
What a shame. I wish there was something we could do.
Well, he seems a good sort. And things always work out in the end for honest, hard-working engines, right?
The others said nothing. They only hoped Bear was right. With Duck running his branch line, Donald volunteered to shunt in the yard. He did it well, easily keeping the trucks and coaches in line. The others were grateful for his help. That morning, Donald brought the coaches for the first train to the platform. He shunted them into place, then hurried off to prepare a goods train. Before long, Henry came backing down into the station. He was looking forward to a run in the morning sunlight when...
Oh, glory!
Instead of waiting at the platform, the coaches were fouling the points.
Oh God, stop! Stop!
Soon, the fat controller arrived.
Oh, this is bound to cause a bit of delays.
Donald cleared away the unhurt coaches, while Dudley brought the cranes.
How on earth did this happen?
Can I say so? No coaches were at the platform when I left them.
I see. Some defect in the brakes, no doubt. I'm afraid this means a trip to the works for you, Henry. This puts us in an awkward position.
I'm sorry, sir.
Excuse me, sir. May I offer my assistance? I won't exactly be busy if I return to the other railway. Surely my controller could spare me to make up for Henry's absence.
A splendid idea, Dudley. I'll make the arrangements right away. In the meantime, please take Henry to the works.
There, old boy. You'll soon be as red as rain, and I'll handle your trains with the utmost care.
What's he still doing here? He should have left ages ago. Strange. Very strange.
Dudley was keen to show his worth. He thundered along with Henry's goods trains, and even took the flying kipper without complaints. His trains were timely and orderly, for the trucks were too intimidated to attempt trickery. The engines were grateful for his help, and he proved to be good company in the shed, for all except one.
Had a good run today, Dudley?
Quite.
Bear was no stranger to harsh treatment from steam engines. He knew of the damage done by previous diesels with far less class. Even so, Dudley was a tough nut to crack. Bear was restless that night. He kept thinking of how to prove himself a friendly sort. He glanced at the clock. The flying kipper would be due out soon, but Dudley was fast asleep.
Psst, Dudley. Psst. Dudley. Dudley!
Great heavens! No, don't take me.
Calm down. It's only me.
You foolish diesel! You've disturbed my sleep. What do you want?
I wanted to wake you up. The kipper is due soon. I mean, if you're too tired, I could always...
Don't even suggest it. I'm more than capable. Tired indeed. Why is this one not on the train? Am I not stopping at the refinery today?
Aye, you are. Faulty brakes on this one though. Needs repairs before you can take it.
Understandable. Grateful for your help, Donald, but I'll finish things here. You have other trains to shunt, I'm sure?
Aye, but...
Say no more. My train, my responsibility.
Alright then.
I say, Bear.
Oh, are you alright?
No, I'm not. I'm terribly sorry for my outburst last night. You're only looking out for me. It seems I need you to look out for me again. Could you take my goods train? I'm having steaming troubles.
Leave it to me.
Thank you ever so much. You are a good engine. You just need to fetch all the fuel tankers from the siding.
Feeling much better, Bear ambled off to gather the tankers. Out on the main line, they were going well. Suddenly, Bear felt resistance.
Oh, smarten up back there. No tricks today, thank you. What's going on?
Cool. What a mess. We'll need fire! Fire! To Bear, it was ages before the wail of sirens filled the air and the blaze was under control. The wheels on the fuel tanker completely locked up. I reckon that caused it to derail on the points, and sparks started the blaze.
Hold on. That tanker was on the out of use siren earlier. It wasn't to be touched, you know.
Bear, how did this truck become part of your trade?
I don't know, sir. Dudley told me to collect all the tankers and
I certainly did not. Why would I? Donald told me that one wasn't to be touched.
I would advise you pay closer attention next time you assemble a train. It will take a considerable amount of time to repair this damage.
I shall discuss this with you later, Bear.
Not enough to lead us to scrap, but to accuse me of sabotage. The nerve.
Bear, ashamed and confused, looked solemnly at his buffers. Following his accident, Bear was confined to local passenger lines.
Perhaps, Bear, a slower pace reminds you to take care.
yes, sir.
Cheer up, lad. At least being mixed traffic means you can still work. Imagine if you were strictly a goods engine.
Strictly a goods engine.
Gordon was feeling unwell. He struggled valiantly on, not wanting to disappoint the passengers. However, it was clear he needed maintenance.
It's most admirable to push yourself to such limits. Certainly wouldn't get that from any diesel. I always longed for a chance at an express run of my own. Alas, my class only ever pulled coal trains and never goods. Work is work, mind you, but it would be superb to coast along with coaches. I suppose I'll never get my chance. The other railway certainly wouldn't provide such an opportunity.
Lucky you're not on the other railway then. Bear and I only take the express in Gordon's absence, but I'm sure you could have a try. What do you say, Bear?
Bear was hoping a good express run would put him back in the Fat Controller's good graces. However, he feared being painted as a villain if he denied Dudley's wish.
I don't see why not. I'm sure you'll manage well.
Most kind of you to offer. I only hope the Fat Controller will agree.
Indeed, he did. Dudley shared express duties with the others and managed swimmingly. Then the weather changed. The sky turned gloomy and gray. Mercifully, the rain was light, but one morning the yard manager brought worrying news.
Heavy rainfall is in the forecast today. A temporary speed restriction will be in place on the main line. So mind yourselves and... Where's Dudley?
Oh, he's gone to the station, sir. The express will be leaving soon.
Oh, bother. He needs to know about the restrictions.
Ah, not to worry. I'm off to collect my local. I'll give him the message.
Oh, cheers, Bear. You're a lifesaver.
Sorry to cut in, Dudley. There's a speed restriction due to the rain. Just thought I'd let you know, sir.
I'll manage just fine, thank you.
Excuse me?
I was built for fast services. I didn't survive wartime by crawling along, you know. A little rain won't impede my work.
This isn't about your work. It's about our passengers' safety.
Yes, well, given your little maneuver the other day, you're hardly qualified to preach about safety.
Just trying to help.
Wet weather loosens soil on the hillsides along the tracks. This, in turn, creates potential for landslides. Mrs. Kindly had saved Thomas from one many years ago, but the main line wasn't lucky enough to have its own Mrs. Kindly. As such, speed restrictions were enacted to stop engines from crashing into any shifted earth. Dudley didn't care for the speed limit. He thundered along with the express, determined to prove himself.
The pieces are aligning. 2 big engines down. Now to get rid of that pesky diesel.
If Dudley hadn't been so busy scheming, he might have heard the rumbling of the hillsides ahead. The heavy rain had worked its magic, and the soil was ready for a mad dash towards the rails.
Oh, yikes!
We'll never stop in time. More steam, now! Come on! Come on, faster! Faster!
Your engine's an hero! He shot off like a cannonball and saved us all! I'll be sure to tell the Fat Controller all about it. Speed restrictions are not optional, Dudley. You may be used to fast work, but that's no excuse to gamble with the lives of our passengers.
Speed restrictions, sir? I wasn't aware of such a thing.
Bear told you at the station, did he not?
It was most unfortunate that Bear hadn't returned in time to defend himself.
I'm afraid not, sir. Though I'm not surprised. He's been ever so jealous since I started taking the express. I certainly hope he wasn't planning sabotage.
We shall investigate this. As you did save the passengers from disaster, I'll forgive this instance of a violation. However, future restrictions are to be followed. Is that clear?
Crystal, sir.
Why are you so threatened by Dudley?
Never thought you'd stoop this low. Henry said you were different from the other diesels, but I suppose you deceived him too.
I didn't do nothing.
Such a shame. I'd certainly hoped you were different.
Perhaps I don't belong here after all.
Excuse me, Donald. I need you to arrange a supplies train to the works. Douglas will be collecting it later.
No problem, sir. But isn't that usually Bear's job?
Bear's still on probation from pulling goods. And after yesterday's events with the Express, he's been told to stay in the sheds.
I think the train will be in safer buffers with Douglas. Who knows what kind of accident will occur if that foolish diesel is in charge.
Right, I think I better get going. Young men need all the supplies they can get. Something the matter, Donald? It's unusual for you to be in deep thought. No, it's nothing. Something's troubling you, I can tell. Tell me, what do you think about Dudley? A bit spacey at times when he's alone, but I think he's alright. What do you ask? Can I say you haven't got a point? You're a wee bit suspicious. What can I do to help Bear, Dougie? Perhaps this would require someone with a specific outside perspective. Dudley, I need a favour. Let me take a train. I have someone to talk to. Do what you need to do, Donald. I'll take care of the yards. Thank you, Dougie. I knew I could count on you. Aye, no problem. Take care now. Bye.
Oh, hello, Donald. How is everything? Dudley getting on all right?
Aye, I suppose. But I kind of say the same for Bear.
Bear? Why? What has happened?
Bear had an accident a few days ago. It was one of Dudley's trains. I thought the tanker was the cause. But it was on the out-of-use line and somehow it was on the train. And now, he's being accused of sabotaging Dudley's Express. Gordon and James have been giving him the cold bath ever since. Doesn't he, Alan? It's not like Bear to act in such a way. But I'm awfully suspicious of Dudley. Oh, it's happening for you, right?
Donald, you must tell the Fat Controller at once. I'm all too familiar with this sort of situation. Remember when Doug told you about the diesel shunter and his time in the yard? The things you're describing about what's happening to Bear are almost similar to what Diesel did to Duck. The tricking, lying, deceit, all of it.
You didn't say.
He even had the nerve to try and lie about me. But we caught him, but only after Duck went to Edward Station. If Dudley's not stopped, Bear could be sent much further away. By the sounds of it, he's already got his coupling hooks in Gordon and James.
Leave it with me.
Maybe the Fat Controller shouldn't have kept me.
Rubbish. You're an outlier in the world of devilish diesels. I know you didn't have any ulterior motives. Our new pal, on the other hand.
You mean you don't believe Dudley?
Not at all. I had a chat with Henry. He knows you're not a bad apple. And these chaps like this are not like you at all.
And here I thought I was all muddled in the radiator. The question is, how do we prove he's behind all this?
I know just the thing.
I say, Donald, where'd you put the coaches for the, the VIP train?
Near the station. They're ready and waiting for you.
Excellent. I'll be off then. Must be spick and span for our special guest.
A special guest, eh?
Bear was waiting in a siding for his driver to return, pretending to be asleep. He heard the rumble of trucks rolling past, accompanied by deep puffing.
He's just been gone, hasn't he? Work like a charm. Now, how do I get back out of here again?
Special coaches. Special coaches. Where could they be?
Over here! Hello! You must be Mr. Dudley.
What the? You're not a special coach.
I never claimed to be one, sir. Were you looking for some?
There's meant to be a VIP train, and I'll be the one to take it.
A VIP train. That does sound thrilling.
You? How did you get out of that siding?
I helped him. Question is, how did you know he was trapped?
Well, that is to say...
An excellent question indeed, Donald. I'm most curious to hear the answer. Well, Dudley, shall we have the truth this time?
Yes, it was all my doing. I'm still an engine in his prime. Why should I face the prospect of scrap? Oh yes, we've all heard of the sanctuary that is the Fat Controller's Railway. A haven where steam will always have a place. And yet, there still appear to be rats amongst us. I've proven my worth. Surely, you wouldn't send an engine to his end, sir?
No, Dudley, I wouldn't.
Oh, I knew you'd see my point, sir.
And I wish you luck in finding a new home. However, it won't be here.
You can't.
Deceit has no place on my railway. I welcome any engine, steam or diesel, who shows they are both useful and honest in their work. I hope you learn to change your ways. Perhaps then, you will find what you seek. I politely ask that you leave at once.
Perhaps this railway isn't as different after all. You call this deceit? My dear sir, it is survival. The only thing that matters in this age of scrap. Well, you've won the battle, but you've not won the war. I'll take my leave at your request, but you will remember me.
Pleasant travels, Mr. Dudley.
Dudley was soon coupled to a long line of wagons. Bear and Donald watched from the platform as he stormed away with much whooshing and huffing.
I do feel some sympathy for him. I mean, scrap is a prospect no engine wants to face. Do you reckon Do you reckon he'll change?
Can I say? What he said to the fat controller. It might be too little too late.
Life returned to normal on the Fat Controller's railway. Henry came home from the works and gave Gordon and James quite an earful. They shamefully apologized to Bear at once. Bear was a much happier engine after that. He worked hard and always lent a wheel to engines in need. Though still friendly to visitors, he had no reservations about putting snooty diesels in their place. The steam engines agreed that made him very useful indeed. But what of Dudley? No one knows for certain. He seemingly disappeared after leaving the island of Sodor. Perhaps he changed his ways and found a new home. Many diesels on the other railway will tell you that on misty nights, the hoarse puffing and deep whistle of a steam engine can be heard rumbling through on its way to the Fat Controller's railway. I wonder if the diesels are right, don't you?